All right, welcome to my live stream. My name is Oyoyo. Thank you for joining me today. And today, beautiful people, the court is in session, right? And we'll be talking about Korra Obidi's court case being adjourned. So, welcome, beautiful people. Gather here. Let's have this conversation. Welcome, all of you. By the way, how are you doing? As you come in, like this live stream for me and also invite your friends. Don't forget to share and don't forget to invite your friends, okay? Like I said, the court case, so we're going to be dissecting, we are going to be discussing because I hear a lot of things going on social media and I was like, oh, no, you guys, what kind of education are we going to ever do for people to understand simple things? So welcome, Barrister Oyoyo today, and the court is in section. Welcome. Thank you so much, you me. And Q Lady D, thank you for joining me. So finally, August 19 came, and Korra Obidi was in court this morning with her father. Likewise, Mr. Korra Obidi was in court this morning with his witnesses, okay? He was in court with his mother, and I believe also he was in court with Frida because I saw their picture together that they shared. So why is Oyoyo properly dressed today? Like I said, the court is in session, so come on in. This is open court, okay? You don't need invitation to come on in. And basically, I needed to come and say one or two things. Maybe a little education will help a lot of people on social media to understand one or two things that is very simple to understand. Even a layman in the street will understand that. But some people, make something that means nothing to look like something, if you get the logic. Thank you for being here, all of you. Why am I making this live stream dressed like this? Maybe if they see my face, maybe they will be able to understand, because a lot of nonsense was already going on Facebook. I was like, seriously? Some people have the knowledge to read and understand, but unfortunately, they don't want to make use of that because people don't like the truth. And some people don't have the knowledge to read and to understand. Even if you break their heads and put the information there, they will still misunderstand the whole process and not interpret it right. Korra Obidi was in court this morning with her ex-husband and the witnesses. They were in court this morning for the hearing of their case. Korra is asking for revisitation of the custody, and at the same time, she asked for two things. I hope I didn't take it out because I pulled it off from Unicourt. Okay. Yeah, restraining order hearing, and at the same time, custody visitation. That's what Korra Obidi and the ex sought out this morning, and that was at 111 North Hill Street, Los Angeles, which is the courthouse number. So when they came out of court, Korra came to update her fans, telling them the case was adjourned. And Mr. Korra Obidi, on his other hand, went to his post and posted, let me quote him, precisely. I don't want to misquote anybody, okay? So we can all discuss this and have a better understanding. So Mr. Korra Obidi, oh, okay. He said the truth always prevails in the end. And this is kind of making it look as if the case has been determined or the judgment has been given, okay, on the matter. The case was for hearing, but the hearing was granted what? Continuance. And in the common law court, we call it adjournment of case. And there are so many reasons a case could be adjourned, which we'll be discussing a few of those today. And in America, they will put it as, the case has been, moved to a further date for hearing, continuance, or you say postponement. That is what happened today. There was no judgment. There was no final decision of the court. The parties to the case will still return back to the court in the future date for hearing. And what could warrant a case to be adjourned? When a client, gets an attorney maybe on the day of the hearing or 2 days before the hearing, and the attorney is not fully prepared for the case, you can quickly go to the court on the day of hearing and ask the court for continuance. You can ask them for adjournment. You can ask for postponement. And what will be your reason? If the court gets in, the court is going to ask the petition and the lawyer, are you ready? Respondent and his lawyer, are you ready? The petitioner, if the petitioner is ready, because she's the one bringing the case to court, will say, yes, we are fully prepared. We want to proceed. And they will ask the respondent, are you ready for hearing today? If the respondent is not ready, he will simply tell the court, I just got my client in file a day ago, 2 days ago, today, whatever the scenario is, and I am not familiar with this case, and I'm asking the court to grant me a further date to enable me prepare for the case and come back for proper hearing. The judge will now ask the other party if you guys are willing to in terms with adjournment, because your opponent said they are not ready for the case, that he just got the file. And this comes when the client or the respondent or whatever, what respondent most times, quickly got the services of a lawyer. And you can't come and hand over a file to a lawyer and the lawyer will come there to, embarrass him or herself. No, it's difficult. They will tell you and plead with the court for what? For adjournment. In common law courts, which is UK as Africa, they will seek for what? Adjournment of the case. The court will give a new date for proper hearing. And why giving that date? The court will now tell the person asking for adjournment, I want you to be ready on the said date. Do not come back here for another adjournment because we will not, entertain it. Then a new date will be set, and on that new date, the case will go for proper hearing. However, on this particular case, when Korra came back, Korra was saying so many things. You can pick one or two things that we are trying to, be discussed in court. The fact that Nigeria is a very vulnerable place, you don't have to travel there, it's risky. Everybody going to Nigeria, things like that. She was just giving some nuggets, which we'll be talking about as well in the live stream today. So welcome, my beautiful people. Thank you, guys. Hey, love, thank you for joining me today. Thank you so much. I shouldn't be laughing because the court is in session, right? We should take some of these things seriously, because what is going on Facebook, if you see rejoicing and dancing, if you see partying going on, you'll be wondering what is going on here, okay? The case maybe it needs further study. Yes, if the opponent is not fully prepared for the case, the best thing for a lawyer is to ask for adjournment, ask for postponement, because you don't want to come to court and embarrass yourself. It will not be good for your resume. Okay, and then referrals. So they will tell you, I'm not familiar with this file. I just got this case today or yesterday. I need time to study the file and then come prepared, my lord. And the court most likely grants what? Adjournment. It's not a big deal. It happens all the time. In some divorce cases in Nigeria, when I was into practice in Nigeria, there was one that had gone on for 6 years. It was adjournment. I've shared that story several times with my followers here. And the man was using that to age out the woman. There was a live stream I did, I think 2 live streams I did recently, why Nigerian courts use legal system to use the court, not legal system, the court to age out a woman. If you want to hear the full story, go and click on that video and binge and watch. Meanwhile, why are you guys not liking my live stream? Why? I'm actually suffocating on this, my outfit, but because we're in section, okay, I needed to wear it. Now, for educational purposes and for awareness, I'm trying to use this opportunity to tell anybody out there, when you hear that a case has been postponed, adjourned, that does not mean a case has been decided. The only thing you can do if you don't understand the terms is to go to Google and ask Google, ask Siri, ask Alexa. Since you don't know what it means, these tools are going to help you to understand the depth of it, what it means. Okay? They are going to help you to understand that. Okay? So please do not listen to gullible people on Facebook who fail to do the needful little research will save you from embarrassment, but they choose to embarrass themselves thinking they're embarrassing Korra. Unfortunately, they are telling the whole world that they have little or no knowledge of what is going on. Okay? So don't be deceived. Don't listen to what people are saying on social media. Find the story yourself. All right, let me read some more comments and we'll get back to it. But he petitioned first. If he's the first petitioner and if he's not ready, he can see if he got a lawyer yesterday. Not everybody can afford the services of an attorney. So whenever you're able to afford one and you get a lawyer, there are so many reasons you can use to say you're not ready. You're not fully familiarized with the case. You need to study the case. You need to understand what is going on. But what I want to believe, based on the things Korra was saying on her live stream, the case was actually heard, but it was adjourned at some point. Okay, it was adjourned. All right. Favor, thank you for joining me today. That's correct, Mildred. So he petitioned, yeah, adjournment is given. However, he could have been the one that sought for adjournment because what Korra was saying, if they like, let them adjourn to 2025. I'm grateful to my Koreans for the GoFundMe money. Now I can afford with all the adjournment. So it could still be that he was the one that sought for adjournment. For Korra to have put it that way, if they lie, they should continue to postpone the case. Whenever the court decides to hear the case, we are ready. Okay, and then let's see another comment. Meanwhile, the Chinese bug and his mama Chinese bug are cooking rib on live. Copycat. Yeah, they lie, they should do anything. Let me say something here. There was something I really understand with everything going on with this thing is the fact that I have to come to Facebook to say something so that people, it's like he who posts first, people will dive into it. And what you pretend to serve the audience will go with it. But let us not be fooled. It's not everything you see on social media that you believe. There was an actress that was caught recently for photoshopping somebody's Instagram pictures. She would just fix her head on the pictures, deceiving people on social media. And anybody seeing her will say how beautiful her life is. Today she's in Milan, the next day she's in Florence, the other day France, another time New York. No, why? She was comfortably doing that with her phone. So believe everything you see on the internet at your own peril. I'm just telling you guys the fact. Like I said, the court is in session. So let me continue to educate our minds so that we don't fall prey to all the nonsense they are putting out there. This is just ridiculous. The man said he had evidence upon evidence. Now he's asking for more time. It's possible. See, when you're not ready, especially if you don't have a lawyer that studied your case, their case is not something you just jump into. Some people say, I don't know for fact, but before they start saying those things, they must have heard it from somewhere. So one part of me is saying, okay, I could give them, benefit of a doubt. They are saying the truth that he just got an attorney. I don't follow this guy, so I don't know when he says anything. But if that happens to be true that he recently got an attorney,